today I'm going to be doing a bit of uniform testing. Why? Well, in all honesty, this uniform right here, isn't exactly realistic for jet fighter pilots. Um, I don't think I should have to explain why too much. I mean, you can just take a look at it, pretty much tell. I mean, it's an okay uniform, but there's remarkably better uniforms. So going to be doing a few tests of different uniforms and just seeing what their general features are. There isn't too much to go through because most are just like standard units, so to speak. So it'll be morely aesthetical detail. But there is one uniform in particular which has some pretty good features to them, I guess you could say. Alright, so we're going to start off with this uniform right here. It comes in a pack of two, one with the visor up. I will zoom in on that so you can see the detail of the helmet. And then it comes with another one with the visor down, which is actually pretty good. And I mean, the uniform looks okay, but there's two downsides to it. It is a US Navy uniform more than a US Marine, just Marine Aviator, so. But anyway, more or less putting that aside, it is a much better uniform than the standard BI one, for a couple of reasons. One which should speak for itself. It actually is a jet fighter pilot rather than a, I guess, helicopter pilot, you could say. Also, I mean, it's got some nice detail to it, like, I guess the breathing mask, I guess you call it breathing apparatus, not sure exactly what you call it. The vest. I mean, there isn't too much to go through with these uniforms apart from that. They're pretty good for aesthetics, but, I mean, the detail isn't the best it could be. I mean, when you look at it, it's good, but it could be better. I'm gonna go ahead and swap to one. Yeah, so here we are in one of the uniforms. Like, from first person, it looks okay, but, I mean, I'm not too picky on the graphics, because understanding that it's a mod, and it's a pretty good mod, but I mean, there isn't too many features to it. That, which obviously you wouldn't expect if you're just getting unit add-ons, but I mean, it's okay. Like, it's a good uniform. I believe it's 11 megs to download, so it's a nice small uniform. So anyway, had a little mishap with one of the AI, BI being difficult like it is. Anyway, moving on. So the next uniform we're going to move on to is this mighty fine uniform right here. This is probably my favorite uniform. Just the detail on it's outstanding, especially compared to this one. I mean, this one's good, but it's just that sort of quality thing. Like, that looks like it's probably ported from ArmA 1 possibly. Where this one looks like it's just been made for ArmA 2, so to speak. I mean, when you look at it, the detail is outstandingly better on this uniform. This is no lie. In my opinion, it is. And obviously it's also a Marine uniform, and the 15th MEU is a Marine Realism unit, so you probably do want to try and keep it as much to the Marine Corps as possible. Anyway, it's a pretty cool uniform. It's got an amazing feature to it. In my opinion, it's pretty good. It's also good for storage, especially now with Ace mod. Having this thing, it's not a bug though, so please do not think this, but basically, if I was to jump in the aircraft right now, which I'll do, I'll demonstrate what happens. So I'm going to go ahead and jump in it, and you'll see what happens if you don't know. So I'm going to jump in, I'm going to get out. And oh, what's that? No weapon. What's this? A bag with my weapon in it. Why? Who knows? But the point being is that you can't exactly get inside aircrafts now with weapons or anything, or backpacks, so this uniform's pretty good for if you need to take extra stuff, because the thing is, as a nightmare pilot in the 15th, it's like we fly the Harrier, so so to speak, we can't be holding any weapons on us or that. due to Ace just kicking the weapons out. So this is a pretty good feature if you need to carry more than one weapon in the pistol slot, because obviously when you're ejecting, you aren't really gonna have the opportunity to grab a backpack, pack it up, make sure you got the flare gun and the pistol, which is a standard loadout for us. We take two of those. So let me go ahead and swap to it. So here's the uniform now. I'm in it. See, this feature's pretty good. This is why. Okay, so I need to carry a pistol and a flare gun. Obviously, the pistol's more important, but the amazing thing about this uniform is, by default, when we open the bag, which is actually a survival vest, it comes with a pistol and two smoke grenades packed inside it, which is good. Once again, when you need to carry more than just you know, one pistol slotted weapon. So I can carry a pistol and then I can carry a flare gun. I don't believe there's any flare gun. Oh, there we go. My bad. So I can have the flare gun on me, or what I can do, and what I will most likely do if this is ever to be implemented, would be have the flare gun packed rather than the pistol. So see, flare gun goes in, pistol ammo goes out. And then we've got a few star shells. I believe we only need 3, so let's go ahead and put that down. And then I got some ammo. Now this feature is pretty good. What I'm about to test to see if it gets ejected off the uniform when you jump into aircraft. I up to date have still not tested this. I wouldn't believe so, for the reason of the way it's designed. Doesn't really register as a backpack, however it doesn't really register not as a backpack, so to speak. So I'm going to jump into aircraft and see what happens to it. I'm not sure if my game's going to crash or something, just because it will conflict and be like, yeah, well, you can't do that. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into aircraft right now, and we'll see what happens. Of course, the aircraft is locked for stupid, silly reasons. So let me go ahead and do something real quick. I'm going to make the player this amazing. Yeah, in the categories, it's found under USMC Woodland Fighter Pilot, where the others is found under that US Navy, not to be mistaken with Ace US Navy. Anyway, I'm gonna make him the player, so I can jump in the jet straight off the bat. So let me go ahead and reload this. Alright. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump in the jet, and we'll find out what happens. Oh, you know what? Seriously? Seriously? I'm gonna detach him from that squad, so then it will work. Coming up with all these silly technical errors. Alright, here we go. Moment of truth. So we're going to jump inside the jet. Now I may as well show people this who don't know already, because it is doable. Most believe once you jump inside the aircraft you cannot grab gear. Someone showed me this and I've been telling people about it ever since. Because surprisingly most people don't know about the feature, which is fair enough. It's not like you'd actually find this by accident. As you can see, just from being inside the jet, of course it's going to power up, but just from being inside the jet, the uniform goes well. And I'm going to quickly jump into the character. Turn engine off, yeah. Anyway, so, I mean, the uniform goes well with the aircraft. And that's, that doesn't really mean much, but, I mean, it's nice. So, anyway, what I was talking about before I got sidetracked is I go to units, we find my name, and we hit gear. And what do you know? It actually stays on you. So what I'm going to do now is jump out, make sure I still have it on me. Okay, make sure I can still use it. Yep. So as you can see, it's not very spacious. However, I mean, for what it is, it's actually a pretty useful tool, especially for fighter pilots within the ArmA 2 community who play Ace. Just because you can transport more than the average pilot. I'll give you an example of this again. So let's say I'm a standard marine pilot. I'm like, okay, I need to pack some stuff. What I'd usually have to do, and this is what I do have to do when I get my pilot loadout, is the following. So I just grabbed M9 because that's what we use. Keep in mind this isn't the actual loadout, but we use within the 15th. But anyway, so what I usually have to do is pack my weapon inside the aircraft and pack inside. And in my opinion, I mean that's pretty useless having inside the aircraft, because if you're ejecting, once again, you're not really going to be able to grab it. And last time I tested the feature, when you eject, or like if I was to do that map unit's gear, it doesn't exactly work. In the sense of it ejects everything out of the aircraft, so you won't get your gear. So in the end, you just end up with a pistol and that's it. And once again, this feature is great if you want to carry extra, not that uniform, not that uniform. Once again, this feature is great if you want to carry like, let's say a flare gun, a pistol, and some med supplies. You can actually do that, more or less. Rather that uniform, you can probably only carry a pistol with some med supplies, or not even like, yeah, well, you get the point. So, next test is I'm gonna go ahead and take the Harrier off, and eject out of it with this uniform to see what happens. See if the gear stays and all that. It shouldn't do anything, but, I mean, just to test. I'm not using my track AR at the moment, so everything's just, pretty non-immersive for me. So, put the flaps down. I'm going to go ahead and lift off, gears up, flaps up. Not a very textbook takeoff, I know, but only testing. So what I'm going to do is say, oh no, my jet got hit, oh no, my jet's hit, oh god, oh god, oh god, eject, bang. Now let's find out what happens. It's going to go off into some foreign country. It shouldn't be. Yeah, okay. Taxpayers are going to be pissed. Alright. So we're just going to slowly fall to the ground with this amazing thing I call a T10. So, yeah. Oh, hi, Mark. Good for you if you get the reference. If not, oh well. So we're just going to slowly fall to the ground and get on the deck and chillax. And we're touching the deck now. Bang. And what do you know, we still have it, and we have our pistol inside there. So I had the flare gun, and or like vice versa. Not exactly sure why there's an ACS scope, PVS 14. Maybe that's something else. I do not know. Oh hey, I got a vector. I'm mad. Hang on a sec. Did I just change color? Alright, focus. Okay, so in the end, if the 15th were to ever upgrade the uniforms, which I recommend they should do for the jet fighter and helicopter pilots, this should be the ideal choice for jet fighter pilots. Why? Well, in a nutshell, it is a rather amazing uniform. It has some great features which could be used for the better benefit of pilots. So these are some great uniforms. Now the next one is morely for helicopter pilots. There's not much to go through. It's basically a standard remake of that default uniform here, but this uniform's pretty nice. I mean, look at it. Yeah, it's good. Not exactly sure if you could class it fully as a marine uniform, but some sort of unknown helicopter on the back, Apache Cobra. Anyway, this is a very nice uniform. It's a bit better than the standard BI one. Just looks nicer. But once again, I have links in the description to where you can download each uniform. But this uniform, I'm gonna zoom in. This uniform like comes with a female pack, and so you'd be hitting two birds with one stone in the sense of we'd have female textures and that for those females who may join the 15th and not feel comfortable with using males, which is kind of fair enough. So basically, the pack really is a female and male because it comes with male upgrades to the pilot uniforms, as you can see right here. So this is a pretty good uniform for male pilots, and the female edition of it's pretty good. But the thing is, the female pack is it comes with phases and that and blah. But I won't get into detail about female packs, just because that's not what I'm here to present. But it's morely just a shout out to my fellow 15th that they should probably consider upgrading the uniforms, that for the helicopter pilots, and this for the nightmare pilots, just because, I mean, when you take a look at the uniform, it's pretty nice. That's probably about it. I'd seriously consider it. Oh, right. I always forget one thing. Alright. Only issue I've found with this, I believe when you take it off, you can't pick it back up for some unknown reason. Like it falls through the ground. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop it. And yeah, see, it just falls through the ground, which is kinda bad. So I mean, not that a pilot really would be taking off his survival vest when you really think about it. The fuck? So what, I just joined that squad. Sorry, my bad. Anyway, that's another thing I guess I want to have a check of real quick. Is morely to say, okay, so with it off, the pilot weighs 4 kilograms, and with it on, he weighs 9. So yeah, okay, that's not bad at all, considering I mean, most pilots would like to stay light, so it's a pretty nice light uniform. So, you know, I'd consider it, seriously consider it. It is a good uniform. And I mean, you just take a look at it and you can see it's a nice uniform. Obviously, the other choices is once again this Navy pilot, which, I mean, they're okay. I mean, I wish this one came with the visor down. It'd look amazing with the visor down, but I'm pretty sure it does not. But nonetheless, this is a very nice uniform. They're all very nice uniforms, it's just that this one's the ideal choice. If any, I'd recommend this one, because obviously it comes with features that most uniforms do not come with. And it's a very nice feature. A very nice feature. So anyway, that's about it. Hope you enjoyed or suffered through this vid. Okay, they're arming themselves. So that's about it. SNO Bates of the 15thMEU signing out. Thanks for watching.
There's this problem attacking me. Feeling all alone, I sit in my misery. Keeping